The mission is complete.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another GM livestream. I'm GM Raiden. Unfortunately, GM Storm is not with us today. But to kind of keep it very simple, we are going to be doing giant boss dungeon carries. So we're going to start off with Plagueis' Labyrinth. We're going to do that for the first 30 minutes, and the second 30 minutes we'll be switching to the Great Steel Wall. Now, everyone is allowed to join. Join for one run, and let other people have a chance to get their runs in, especially because the 10 million combat power boost event does have requirements to clear the dungeon for one of the missions. I forget which ones. As you can kind of see, I haven't really been progressing on mine, but I don't really need it. I'm kind of like above it, but I figured I'd join in on the mission anyway. But if you guys are also trying to do the Senpai and Kohai missions, especially for the new Mod E book, or not book, skill queue, this is a good opportunity. Just make sure you participate in the event. Right here. You guys see I'm like participating on two different characters. Oh, I actually got 7 points. That's more than I thought I would have. Maybe I should switch over actually onto a different character. I probably shouldn't use Shakti. But, I don't know. I'll check it later. If it's getting a little bit too high, I don't want to be taking anything from anyone. So, if I start seeing I get my that I'm getting too close to the rank 50, I'm going to switch over. Other than that, let's see. Let me also... I don't want to be clicking on those. I'm trying to click onto the window I have open. Pull up the August 13th patch notes. Very quickly. If you guys haven't checked out the August 13th patch notes, now is the time to do so. A lot of things happened this week. One, we had the exascale armor improvement, so skill damage circuits have been changed from individual skill tiers to affect all 4 skill tiers, so active, tenacity, strength, and bravery. Nearby party all skill damage buff has also been converted to this new circuit. But to help out those who are using the restore set effect, the green exascale, we do have... Ooh. I gotta close this window because I don't have access. Here we go. Let's grab you. But for those of you who are using the green, this is kind of a loss for you guys, because I know a lot of you are using the buff nearby party all skill damage for those support. Don't worry, we added it as a set effect for you guys. So you'll be able to... you'll be able to still get that buff effect for your party. It is going to be based on your total active tenacity, strength, bravery, skill damage. So definitely get as high as possible. What server is this Senpai rank bit different from mine? Slime, I am on the NA server, so if you're on the INT server, the international server, it will probably be different. Also, if you guys see my head like bumping around like this way, that way, this way, that way, just so you know, game here, some info here, chat's over here on the right. Oh, feel free to talk, ask questions, and all that. We also had quite a number of balance changes, actually. I know Furious Blade got a change to Hypersonic Stab, the mod version. Catastrophe got a change to the Soul Infest mod. World Ender, excuse me, that's a little bit dirty. Rare footage of Riding Without His Glasses for a moment. Hello, gamers. My boy Overmind got buffed. That's it. That's true. Overmind did get some noticeable changes. We did post 3 of the character changes on our social media as our balance patch TLDR. I am going to grab Gate. I'm also grabbing Gate for myself. I won't be grabbing it for later runs. I probably could have grabbed it earlier, but Aha, the Gehenna. I have plus 14 buff on my weapon? No, I don't. I only have a plus 11. It's a plus 11 SOA cloud report.
Over already?
I'll even show it to you. See? Plus 11. Alright, let me also get out of here. I want my cat buff, because that's going to be more helpful than the lack of house buff. Although, I do have buff 5. That's all I know. Alright. So again, one run, everyone knows the rules. I wonder how many people actually get that. Yeah, so one run. Then I'm going to leave the party. And anyone who wants to join in after that, if you haven't joined, by the way, I am keeping track of your names. In fact, whoops, hit the wrong button.
Do you require my help?
There you go. I got your names. Ha ha ha.
Golden vow. You're gonna have to pay for that.
I know Shakti also got a bit of a change on the necromancy. Now her unmod necromancy only buffs strength and bravery skill damage up to 7%. While... Oh, no, I think it's 10%. No, excuse me. Unmod is all skill damage, and then mod is strength and bravery. I can always just unmod. There you go. Strength and bravery. But unmod is 7% total with the level enhancement, and then you also have the 10% from mod for just strength and bravery. So if you're only going to use strength and bravery skills, especially with your allies, then it might be worth it. Also, this section is a lot faster now, as you can kind of see. No more having to like destroy a bunch of enemies to reach that 100% meter. This part is also going to be funny because you can kind of see people are already getting launched. Yuli, Snowdraft, and Arch are only up there. I'm going to jump in over here. Bit too early. Oh jeez, that was way too quick. Alright, so GG's everyone. Snowdraft definitely putting in the work. I knew Snowdraft was hiding their equipment.
The mission is complete.
Ah, and here we go. Because I finally got the points for it, or got the dungeon clears, I get myself a mod 4C select cube. So it is for your current active character. Make sure you do that. Alright, new party. Oh, duh. I forgot because I took screenshots. It's going to replace that, so I may want to copy and paste that somewhere else so I can easily access it. Alright, new party is open. Also, actually, you guys can kind of see right here, we have the Masterclass portraits now. I know a lot of people have been asking for the Masterclass portraits since 2020, actually. I almost said 2019 because 2019 is when we announced it. Technically, it's in December as part of a teaser update. But with, like, no information as to what exactly is the update. However, as you can kind of see, you can now choose whether you want to use the Masterclass portrait for the path you're on, or you want to use the other portraits now. And for certain characters do have Awakening versions. You might have saw when I was in the previous run, when I was in Awakening state in Yun mode, my portrait changed so that it reflected it. Ein also has the same thing, and Chung has it as well. And I know D'Angelion got new portraits as well for Lu and Seal. So yeah, definitely check it out if you guys like. I know like a lot of people love the Masterclass art, so this is the perfect time to really show it off. If you guys were using the third job portrait when the update arrived, you should have been transferred into the Masterclass already. But if you are using one of the previous portraits and you want the Masterclass, just make sure you click the icon here, open up Customize, Portrait, boom. There you go. Going back, I was talking a little bit about the balance changes. Catastrophe World Ender for Soul Infest World Ender did get a new change. Instead of coming up from like a spirit ball from the top, now it goes straight forward. Minerva got a pretty massive change from what I've seen on the Discord to mod EMP Storm. I know some people have been testing it out to see how well it is now compared to how it was before. Before with just like a single hit, perfect for those single hit moments where you're doing like Henier and you want to speed run, but you get into like Ifritan and you just want to kill it in one shot, boom, bang. That would have been perfect. But you have penetrating bullet still, so at least is that. But this one apparently has like such high damage that it's actually very much worth using. Probably all the time, actually. I know some of the Rose players on Discord were definitely like mathing it out and sharing it. What else? What else? There were some other changes. There was some other. I know Daybreaker got a mod Gungnir change. I haven't seen anything about it so far. Hopefully, if there's any Daybreakers out there who are using it or try it out, you guys can let me know. Or better yet, if you guys are not already in the Discord, you should join the Discord. And do this. Let's see. No, I want to do that. Oh, I also just realized that there is actually one thing I need to do on Discord. So for YouTube, there you guys go for the Discord link. For Twitch chat, I did the exclamation point Discord for you guys, so you guys should have the link. Let me also quickly open up Discord. Because I owe you guys a giveaway. It is the last day for our Discord daily giveaways. This might even be our last giveaway in general. For the daily giveaways, I mean. But we will see. Maybe next month we'll continue it, but I don't know. We kind of like have been talking about it. We might be pulling the plug, but we'll let you guys kind of like know next month. Alright, we're all ready. Acoustic, Flament Light, Pokey, Mani Monica, and Usaria. Alright, while this thing loads, I am going to start up that giveaway. Let's see, August giveaway, finale. Giveaway, final. Alright. 10 winners, and there'll be a 4-hour duration like we do all the time. So all you gotta do is head to our Discord, check the Discord giveaways channel, which I'm gonna do at everyone ping.
I have a feeling it will get messy.
I'll do the ping in a moment. By the way, for those of you who are on... Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. For those of you who are on Twitch, and probably YouTube, I am trying some new settings, so quality should be like much higher than it usually is, with like 1440p, so let me know if that is reflected, or if you guys can, tell the difference, and if it looks good. I was a little disheartened to learn the raid titles use my L Essence. Yes, Nighty Heart. A number of titles do use your L's Essence to increase the power of them. It's always good to read the title effects to make sure. For the most part, those titles also tend to be some of the best titles in the game. I know, like, Natural Flow and Black and White are two top-tier damage titles. In particular, Natural Flow, which is like the second most. Hope you get the reward. Hey, Mr. Gem Gaming, this could be the day. It is the last day of August, or for the August giveaway, so maybe. Hi, I'm Daybreak Rose on Elsword Steam. Which weapon for Plague of Slaughter? Weapon? Just use whatever weapon that can get you in, let's say. Just do this. I'm gonna also use giant stone apple. I like how this is the second Lithia, or second Avarice that gave me a bow. They're so nice to me. They don't have to give it to me. They can give it to someone else if they think that they'll carry better.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, but I guess I was the carry here. I know the previous one, I wasn't. Also, even if we do the 5 daily limit, I have keys, so don't worry about that. Alright. I might get to a point where maybe we'll just take up whoever. I keep forgetting. Placentia Murase. Murase? Murase. Let's look at the Twitch. Elsword. Go Pams. So yeah, if you guys joined before, feel free to come on in. But once you get into the Great Steel Wall, I'm expecting some more work. I'm actually willing to help you guys carry on this, or help carry you guys on this one. This one I know is a lot easier now. Having done it myself, it's like, oh wow, this is like so much easier. I will, however, say, if you guys are going to join for Steel Wall, grab Gate for yourself, because I'm not going to jump into Gate for everyone. I'll do it for the first party, because I'm going to need a refresh. But after that, you guys have to grab it. Okay, let me, there's the... There it is. Oh, I already did the F1 thing.
Do you require my help?
Ah, didn't pick it up. I had to fix that. Multitasking! Gonna quickly read how Steel Wall works in case I decide to join with the 7 minute. I'll also try to explain some of the mechanics. Marcia, what do you mean thank you for carry? Did you just not eat your fish on purpose so I carry you? Is that the point? Are you just trolling me now? Are you doing what someone else has done? Oh, okay. Ah! I am messing up. How long does the 5 Dungeon Masterclass event last, and can returning players take part? Yes, Necroshade. Returning players can take part. The event lasts until September 23rd. However, we are doing 2 cycles, so you can create 2 event characters total. The first cycle is currently underway, and it will end on August 27th. And then we will have a second one starting on August 28th. That will last until the end of the event. So, definitely join on in. Oh no, I forgot my apple! No! I gotta take the plunge of shame. Okay. Oh! I got hit again. That's what happens when you don't use your giant stone apples when you actually want them.
Over already?
Oh, I actually still carried. Nice.
That was a breeze.
Time to carry rut. Go for it, Nice Solace. I'm not gonna, not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm okay with getting a carry. Not skirts, Sparkle's Labyrinth. There we go. Copy this. Let me quickly go to Discord giveaways so we can change the link. Make sure it works. Close enough. That works. I think I didn't hit the boss even once in the second phase. That can happen. That can happen. I think I was doing a few test runs earlier this week. Mostly just to see how well the changes were. And all of a sudden, boom. Second form immediately got that 100, and then all of a sudden it died almost instantly. Also, Mari's here. I think she just ate her fish, so now she's ready to carry. I'm super happy with most of the balance changes. Shadow Earl's Castle also got way easier with the blue gargoyle indicator. Nice. I've heard like some negative responses to that though, like how it now just makes it like way too easy. Understandable. Though there hasn't been like a lot of mentions of it. I'm sure like a lot of people might be like okay with it, but we definitely like want to hear the feedback for that. So definitely like let us know on Discord. We do have a feedback thread open for like the masterclass portraits and just general changes overall from this update. That explains why Snowdraft carried me earlier. Okay, 30 mil. Well, 29 mil, but still, you're close to 30. Close enough for me. We did see quite a bit of discussion on the balance changes. I know, like, I woke up and I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of discussion on just Furious Blade.
Nice
But
to meet you.
I'm definitely gonna have to see like how to kind of like word that for the devs and all, because I don't want to like make it sound like rude, like people just don't really know how to use it. But yeah, because like that's like what some of the stuff I saw on the Discord. Did Mad Paradox get buffed? I don't think Mad Paradox got any changes in this update. Let's try this again, because
Do you require my help? 소원을 들어볼까요? 언제든지 덤벼. 월면님
that was a fun in the chat. Jibberger and Overmind was the only as a god touch. Okay. And there you go. There's your answer. I actually have like the patch notes open, so I'm scrolling down to the balance changes. I know Doombringer got a did get a skill revamp for mod Stasis Field. I've heard that it's worse than previous versions, so definitely want more people to kind of like weigh in on that. I've just only heard like that one little line. That's it. See, I couldn't even get over there, and I hyper excelled. You can enjoy. I actually will be enjoying some salmon. Not to. No. I will share some or save some for. Aha! Now it won't be falling off.
That was a breeze. It is our victory.
Wow, Mari is definitely sandbagging. I see. I expected her to carry me, but I see that I had to carry her. See, this is why you eat your fish. I didn't even eat my fish today. She didn't even get to touch it. You're a daybreaker! You have tornadoes, you have arrows. Just fire arrows all over the place. Snow too OP? Snow is OP. Thanks for the fish. Alright. You know what? I'll just leave that. That'll be good. Because we're only going to be doing one run anyway. Yeah, but that's because I was on the other side of the map. Oh, we got ice. Bart Simpson. Sorry, there's no Golden Age Simpsons of choking Bart Simpson here. We can't do that. I ain't trying to get to be embarrassed. Alright, Marissa, I have to ask you, which is more embarrassing? Being told to eat a fish and being reminded of that moment, or getting completely carried in the giant boss dungeon. You have to admit that's a really good question. Speaking of Rena, I know Rena did also get some changes for Animos. And I mentioned the Daybreaker Gunya change. Evoke got a pretty significant cooldown change for Twilight. And Karma also got changed so that it now consumes Nature's Force. You missed what I said? Of course you did. I asked you, which is more embarrassing? Being constantly reminded to eat a fish and of that moment, or getting carried in a giant boss dungeon? Both. Bro, fish was a year ago. Yeah! That is true. It was a year ago. But which one is the more embarrassing? Oh wow, Twilight got a lot of changes I wasn't expecting. You're still doing it after a year? Let it die. I can't because it's already immortalized as a highlight on the channel, and it's also, if I recall, one of the most viewed clips we've had. I should probably see about posting it on YouTube, now that I think about it. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably remind everyone to eat a fish on the Discord giveaway. Let me go quickly do that. I need to move the Discord window into the Discord tab into this window. Ah! I forgot about that. I think that's probably something worth mentioning. Alright, bust it down. Right here.
Thank you so much. What a bore.
Very nice work, everyone. The amount of people. You should. Why not embarrass you further? Well, hey, if I mean, okay, sure, we'll do that. Where's the word I forgot? We will never forget the fish or how you burned my house by accident. Marissa, do you need to tell us the story of how you burnt Knight of Solace's house on accident? Do we need context for that? You don't burn his house. You say you like my silly sense of humor after eating it, though, but I still won't eat it. It is burned. I don't know. You know what? It's 5:30. We're gonna switch over to Great Steel Wall. All right. So this is gonna kind of be similar. Like, let's just do one at first for people. That was unfortunate. Like, let's try to, like, do, like, maybe, like, one run and let other people have a chance. And then, like, after that, like, we can probably, like, start doing more people. Okay. I'm gonna take you, but I'm looking for a support. Okay, I want at least one support. Kyle, if you're watching the stream, just maybe join in on the next one. Or actually stay available, because maybe I'll take you if it takes a while. Solace, come support. I missed elaborate. Yeah, sorry, Nighty Heart. I tried to get in as many as I could. Where is the giveaway? Alright. Oh, okay. Well, we got an opening. Alright, Razor, if you're watching the stream, I'll take you on the next round. Alright, like I said, I am going to grab Gate just to refresh the buff. And then I will just not be doing Gate. So if you guys want Gate buff for yourselves, please do Gate of Darkness prior to joining. Since the buff lasts 30 minutes, just do it right now, and then join in as soon as you can. It's going to be 1. Just so we can try to give more people a chance, Silver Dust. But if we like start struggling to get people to join, I'll start allowing people to do a return. Reveal my weapons and much to do some damage. Definitely work on that. Yep, that's perfectly fine, Silver Dust. Was that your immortal that was applying? Because if it was, just definitely join in on the next one. I was the Shakti. Rip. No, I didn't buy the Arios pass. I don't have the KC for it. You think I just like could get free KC or something? All right, phase 1. There's actually 2 parts to damage in this. The first one is the legs. We need to damage those legs. Once you do that, the boss will be stunned, and now is when we have to kind of murder it a little bit more. If we can kill it fast enough, we don't have to destroy its legs again. And we did. Also, gotta be careful at this part because, yeah, if it fired any shots in the air, they can still fall and kill you. Oh, ouch. Alright, I'm also gonna take part of this. There are 2 turrets on the side. 2 players should take over one of them and start shooting with the ZXC. I'm actually hitting all 3 keys, by the way. Until that happens. Also, it's F1 to get in and out of it. You can freeze this boss to make it stay down longer. If it gets back up, don't worry, you just gotta repeat it, don't worry. It happens. Obviously, because like we're really strong with just clearing it on the first try. Yeah, those are his legs. You didn't know that? Come on, Marcia. Alright, and now we have the 2 arms. We gotta destroy both of them within the same period, similar to Crimson Tower of Howling Flames. I'm gonna leave that one. Even though I could probably like kill this one fast enough, I'd rather not risk it. Also, I'm gonna use the giant stone rifle, and I'm gonna go flying around like that over again. Alright, and then after that, we are going to be transported into the back. This is where the actual boss is. We need to destroy this. After a few seconds, it's like 7, 8, if I remember correctly, you will be teleported back, but you can extend the duration by freezing it. And boom, that's it. We're good.
I should have done more to help. Thank you.
That was a breeze. Wow. Pretty good.
Wow, see? Mario, you ate your fish. I'm glad you did. Alright, new party coming up. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Dust. Razor. Grindall. Or Grindall. Or Drill. Alright, so we got our support. And Raspberry. Alright, hopefully you guys got Gate. I am not going to run Gate. And again, this is for 1 run. Good news is I have keys, so we can always do more. I might try after the next run. Okay. So, I guess like we should probably talk a little bit more about the other nerfs that have happened for these giant boss dungeons. Let's Plagueis. I don't want Plagueis. You don't know who to pledge, but you pledged me, so that's good enough. there's my gear, Marissa. That's all it is. With my cool looking aura. Looking super good. Oh, they took it. Alright. So if you're not on the turret, you just gotta be careful of the targeting lasers that happen. Because you could accidentally get one of them set towards the people on the turrets. And they can't really do anything about that. They can't dodge, they just have to sit and eat the damage. If they don't have enough adaptation, damage reduction, or HP, that could one-shot them. Might have to force them to use a potion in some cases. Yes. R21, plus 11 with DPS setup. Yes, exactly what you said, the Senka. It's good for supports to heal or provide damage reduction to people who are on the turret as well. Yeah, it's plus 11 armor. And plus 11 weapon. It would help if I was in Awakening. Also, I died, but revival
Should I be paying
really
you
helps.
instead? That was a breeze.
Ooh, that's doing a lot of work on that one. All I gotta say is, that's good. That's some good damage. Yeah, I may be a GM, but that doesn't mean I'm always the carry, guys. It's not fair that we can't stalk you, Weeze. It's perfectly fair. Like, you really want to just be able to do, like... You changed characters, didn't you? You did change characters, I see. That isn't even an IM, he's a GPS, or GPS. He's a GS. Yeah, watch the FP. The Fatal Phantom is probably going to do the work. Especially because Burning Punisher. Also, Immortal is a really good boss arc. That's did the changes happen to improve that? We'll say. I was gonna say exponentially, but that's not the word I want to use. Significantly. GPS to locate damage, yes. There are moments where this can happen, where we've done the damage, but he's not, well, dead. There we go. I think that might be related to freezing. Now that I think about it, because I've had that happen quite a lot, but I can never remember the specifics. By the way, so a number of changes that happened for this dungeon specifically. For phase 1, the HP of the Titan Varger was reduced, and the amount of damage it receives is increased. And the groggy duration when the legs are destroyed, which is, yes, Mauricia, those are the legs, and it even says in the patch notes to confirm that. You get the duration for its groggy state is increased. Then for the second phase, the boss's HP was reduced. The battle drones and the flight drones were also reduced for their HP as well. The overload gauge, as you can kind of tell with how fast it goes, it fills up now, was also changed so that you now deal more damage to it. And then the groggy duration was also increased. So pretty much your damage windows are now increased, because I know like one of the issues before was, oh, like we don't have like a lot of, like we have to like try to get the freezes off so that we can extend the damage windows. It can be pretty difficult. So the windows have now been improved, so yeah, look at that. Zale just doing a lot of work. Doing a lot of work on that one.
It's malfunctioning again.
Well, just fix it, Chun. You know how to fix it. And then, of course, for the third phase, the HP of the lampreys and the hands for the left and right were all reduced. The battle drones and flight drones had their HP reduced. The turrets on the side, which you may or may not see, depending on if you get grabbed, were also reduced. The active duration of the hands, when only one is available, brain was increased. So like when you disable it, it's unavailable longer. And before the update, when the hands got restored, they would come back at full HP. Now it's actually at a reduced HP. And the cooldown for the charging rod pattern was also reduced. Yvette. Oh, that's a Tyrant, if I remember. Shouldn't you use Unmod Necromancy? I know why you're saying that. So, both of the Necromancies got changed. So, you get special active skill damage by 7%. With Unmod, which I can see your point, but with Mod we increase Strength and Bravery by 10%, so we get 3% more for losing out of actives and tenacities. Which, if you guys know what skills deal damage, it tends to be Strength and Braveries. So I'm given more of a bigger boost. But understandable question, Victor. Like, I can see, like, why, like, people might make the argument to use it versus Mod. But I prefer Mod because I'd rather get that 3% damage boost for Strength and Bravery, because that's what's going to be casted most often. Like, if you look at my current skill setup, outside of, like, these two, my two actives, I got Bravery and Strength skills. I am not buffing a Tenacity unless I'm using Fox's Meal. And that's going to be part of the Secret Fox Arts, which I don't use often. I will use it here and there. Oh, I gotta be very careful. I'm getting close. Yeah, Mod E's are refreshing gameplay. That's also true, yeah. I know, like, a lot of people love the new Mod E's. Especially because of, it does help out with a lot of, like, different issues that characters had. Or it can even, like, improve your playstyle with the whole, with, like, a number of the different systems characters have. Like, I know, like, Radiant Soul with Suplen, the new Suplen mod, is, like, really good right now. Because, one, it's a really good DPS skill. And, two, because it also means that you get your Hello Labby bonuses. Patricia needs more. There we go. Years ago, I think around 2016, they had a full-on rework on every single skill and character. That update blew my mind. There was a lot of reworks that have happened, so yeah. And 2016, I do remember... I vaguely remember that there was quite a bit. In fact, I'm trying to remember if 2016 was also the year when a lot of people talked about what was known as the Nerf plate in Korea. because it was definitely like a major discussion point, and we had talked about this before, where in some cases like certain balances may be skipped because they are not good for the game. Because like I know like Korea, like people will say Korea gets all like everything first, yada yada. But we have like either fast track certain updates sooner, or delayed some for certain reasons. A good example, like I said, is the said Earthquake patch, which was heavily negative. That there was a post patch that addressed all the issues for it, and the Nerfquake one never hit NA. I remember this because I was there. 2016 might have also been when we did the skill tree revamp, actually. I just remember back in the days they had this issue where they were not nerfing anyone but buffing everyone, so everyone was OP. That is, yeah, that kind of has happened. I remember a little bit. Was 2016 the year Rose came? Yep, the reworked skill tree. For anyone who doesn't remember, way back when Elsword started, we had like a traditional skill tree where you put points into skills that you wanted. Wait, can I actually? There we go. What a fever, anyone. 2015 actually, but I also might be wrong, referring to the skill tree remake. Oh, yeah, 2015 might be when the skill tree remake happened, actually. When you've been around the game for over 14 years, almost a lot of the old stuff blends in with each other, especially if it's somewhere in the middle. No, you're Tyrant. Thank you for the carry, because you were the one that actually did the most damage. But yeah, like in the super old days, like of Elsword Start, these skill trees, you put points into skills that you wanted, and every level will improve the potency of the skill. So like a damage skill would get higher damage values, a buff skill would get higher buff values, and so on and so forth. And I remember like there were even like some skills where it's like this skill could probably be useful for your character, or it may not be useful. I know like a good example was like you could get a magic buff on Elsword, but if you were going Lord Knight, you would not want that buff because most of your attacks were physical. But even then, actually, you still had Triple Geyser, which was a magical damage skill and was only magical damage, and was still pretty useful. That's why we always had PvP and PvE skill trees separate. Back then, you kind of like had to, like, it's either you had a skill tree that had both skills for PvE and PvP, or I don't think that they were added at the start, but they did eventually add skill tree pages, so you can have one for PvE, one for PvP. And in some cases, like, it was going to be annoying to build, I remember, because even back then when I did some PvP, but I mostly focused on PvE, so a lot of my skill setups were PvE focused. So I didn't have like a lot of the amazing skills, or I had 1 point into it, because that's all I could do. Also, skill tree resets were pretty difficult to obtain. Then eventually that was changed, because before the skill tree cap for levels was like 3 to 5. I remember 5 for just about everything, but I think some may have had 3. This also include passes, by the way. Passes were also affected by this. And eventually they said, you know what, we're going to go from 5 to 20. Now I remember that those are when some things went a little bit crazy. Because you also had to decide, do I want to fully invest 20 skill tree points into this skill? Because in some cases, 20 wasn't good. Or going 20 was not really worth it. I remember because I did play Aisha quite a bit back then. One of the passes I definitely like to run was Freezing Point Research, which, if you know, you know. But for those who don't know, it turned your fireballs into ice balls. And instead of burn, it inflicted frostbite. And you could go into either, like, you can go all in on it, or you can go into 11 points, which would give you the most impact until level 20. So you save 9 points right there. Oh, whoop, I don't need a new gate. Of course I have it. I think I still have skill point reset bottles and some of my alts untouched in the mail. I actually still have those. I still have those in some characters. I even have something from like 2011 in one of my mailboxes. That's all I'm good. I forgot to use my heavenly dessert card. Alright, chat, I have to ask you guys. So, this recent update, obviously it was mostly giant boss dungeon focus, with a couple of, with a character balance and a couple other things. What was your favorite aspect of this balance, this update? Was it the balance? And if so, what was your favorite change? If it was, one of the dungeon changes, what was it? Was it the masterclass portraits? I know a lot of people like that. Personally, I have to go with the masterclass portraits because I love art. Shadow Rose Tatsu, I'm not even joking. I need to try that. I need to try it because I haven't really tried the new after the changes. Finally being able to do Grotto and Labyrinth and Wall easier, but also solo and 5 daily complete win. That one I think... Okay, so I'm going to also have to say... Because, granted, for me personally, the changes to giant bosses are great. They don't affect me as much as they would have if this were like, say, last year or even a month ago. Or not a month. Months ago. But, being able to solo Titan's Grotto now makes it so much easier. And at the same time, a lot of these nerfs to make it faster were very much appreciated. Any retry Elsword? I like the Lucial patch. Which part of it, Helios Tuna? Do you like the... I'm gonna assume the Catastrophe change, because Catastrophe got a lot of changes. I know Innocent got a few too. In fact, Innocent got a new revamp skill for... Well, I say new revamp skill, but they got their Eschaton revamped. Too busy doing alt farming to check on skills, but I do like the MC portraits. Can agree. I've also been playing quite a few alts myself, actually. I've talked to some people in the office. Like, yeah, I'm like working on like 3 alts right now, just trying to build them up to Serpentium raid. And they're like, how's your Exocil doing? It's like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm just like trying to do Abyss on these guys. You know, get more Abyss accessories and then maybe like more weapons for them in the future. Like, maybe you should probably like start focusing on wanting to get so you can finish your exascale and work on Doom of Ports. Like, you're right, but I don't want to admit it. I love how I don't have to wait 2 weeks for Code Entity's animation. That's a good point. That's a good point, Arjun. I know that's something that Code Entity's players have wanted for a long time, so it's good that they could finally get that. Since I already have the titles, it doesn't affect me, but I'm doing alts for artifact leveling or Foru so much easier. That's also a benefit too. Especially like Titan's Grotto is like one of the few dungeons I like to do for whatchamacallit, artifact grinding. So being able to solo that makes it so much easier for me. Although I did see that some people are kind of like saying like there should probably be a few more nerfs on the solo Titan's Grotto because the turrets, there's like way too many of them. Which I did try solo leading up to the update on test server, and I can see where they're going, but at the same time for me it's like I just have to play better. This will be the last run because we are coming up to time, so anyone's free to join. Gotta jump my head around. Attorney Winter's Instacast option is something a lot of people will appreciate, but I'm too used to command casting. I've actually seen someone, a big Attorney Winter player on the Discord, kind of like not really like it. I know that they compared damage for with and without. I think it was just Kapow Punch though, which, considering command casting it is more beneficial because you get the extra cast. I can see like why they don't like it, but some of the other stuff I'm not sure. Grotto solo should have been ages ago, but thank you for providing. I see that a lot. Like some things that should have been done like ages ago. It's like I get it, but sometimes like if you do it like too early, it may not be fun or enjoyable, or it may not even be worth it. And then you kind of like have to start questioning: should we ever do a solo type mode? But again, I do get it. So there's there definitely is some truth to it. I want to know why we don't do masterclass portraits for party. I feel like it should have been a thing ages ago. Where if you reach, I'm not sure about that specifically. I'm thinking like it might be just due to like the having to like do a new sort of icon for it, which can be which can take up more time. Catastrophe changed are nice. Instant got some small stuff and Escanor event, which is nice. Okay, we want to talk about extra skill? Yes, we do. Oh, it's about QL stuff. Okay. Give artifact as well as Earl's Polaris. Yeah, Shout Out Earl's Castle does give some good EXP. Has a good EXP base. I know, like I know, like when it comes to artifact EXP farming, Titan's Grotto, Trash's Nest, Plagueis' Reflection, Federal Earl's Castle, and Sunken Holy Ground are the main dungeons to do it for because they give some of the most EXP as a base. But it also depends on like what you're able to clear fastest and comfortable with. I know, like for one of my characters, when I was like farming for Natural Flow, I was like stage 2 artifact, and then after like doing like a bunch of gauntlets with them, I was stage 4 before I even got anywhere near finishing Natural Flow, and that was with the title account medal. They did say that they had to redraw all the masterclass portraits as well. Maybe they'll add the hard side things later on because that's a possibility. I wouldn't say no to it being a possibility. I will say that don't expect it immediately because it might have to take some time. Because I know like what some people might think. Well, you have the portraits. Why not just shrink them down and just like do that? You can lose quality that way, and I know for a fact that people would not want low quality portraits or poor quality icons, to be specific. Something that's too annoying? Depends. Also, actually, something I discovered when I was leveling up my artifact, because I had to level up my artifact for some of the solo raid carries, or no, not the solo raid carries, but for the senpai riding carry in raids. I actually had to build up my artifacts from scratch. Well, I say scratch, but I was like near stage 3. But despite what popular consensus is, I don't just get a stage 4 artifact immediately. I have to grind that. Like, this artifact was grinded. The week that we were doing that live stream.
That was a breeze.
And I was like spamming sunken holy ground at first because it's like
Not yet.
that's the easiest. That was like easy for me because I can also work on natural flow. But then after I started doing it, I noticed the amount of artifact EXP I was getting was not that much. It was then I realized that in the party you get a lot more for that. And if I did Plagueis' Reflection solo with Apsara, I clear so much faster. Well, no, I clear around the same time, but I get more artifact EXP. And that was with the EXP medal, and I think I was using the synergy, Nisha synergy. It's staying off of Great Birth, of course. I say as someone who likes the basic convention. Understandable, Ekunix. I do remember them saying that, but since they did it for personal use, shouldn't be too hard for party use. Who use it for personal use? Because it depends on. Because when you say like personal use, like it may not be like specifically for the game, so it may not really work the same. We need more free medals for artifacts or buffs available for it. That's harder to grind than ERP. I can see why. Like stage 4 was actually pretty much like a really long farm. I think I spent almost all day just trying to get stage 4 from stage 3. So I do get the sentiments for that. So whatever pushes well, that's actually something I was thinking about. Like, what if they like made it so that like, whatever portrait you're using shows up? But I think like they want to make it so that you at least can know what job they are. Because if you have like a base character portrait, it's like, well, which class are they? Are they a Shurya? Are they a Devi? Are they an Apsara? Are they a Shakti? I don't know because you're seeing the portrait. But I think maybe like applying the masterclass portrait might be fine because Transcendence portraits do, or not so much portraits, but icons do exist. I don't know. We'll see if maybe that changes. That might happen in the future. Exchange at aerial trade rewards for artifact mount. That's something that could work.
No.
Portrait showing it for the local user. Oh.
No. I don't think so.
Well, we'll have to see on that one. I mean, like, if you're MC, use the MC portrait instead of George. Okay. I think I get you. Will this be better than a 300 million TB UGM clearing 1904? I mean, if anything, Crow, we're kind of done for the night. We only usually do this for 1 hour, but yeah, we've already done our last run. I don't know how long it takes for that quote-unquote 300 mil. I'm surprised that they have 300 mil if that's the EU. Took over 10 minutes? They must have... There must be some other things with that. There has to be something with that. Anywho, that is going to be it from us today. Well, me, I guess, because unfortunately Storm is not here. But yeah, it was great to kind of like show off some of the new changes, talk about the new changes. Again, join our Discord. Let me do the command. That's at symbol. I don't want that. Yeah, so if you guys are on YouTube, here's the link to the Discord. If you guys are on Twitch, there's the thing. We do currently have our final Discord giveaway of August. It is also the last day to submit for the beachwear fashion for August. So you guys have until, we'll say like less than 6 hours, just under 6 hours to enter the fashion event if you haven't done so already. We do have a Discord quest that's going on. We did start this one a day late. This week's a day late, so you guys have until Tuesday next week. But, yeah. But wait, make it. Shimo! I saw you! I saw you hanging around town. Okay, you changed channels or you logged out or something. But I saw you. I saw... No. I did see you, Cherno. Well, that actually isn't new. in that case. But, well, whoops. But no, you follow us. You saw the alerts in game. I know you did. Anyway, come back. We also have three community events rather. Masterclass, we have 2. Reach Masterclass on an event character. Submit a screenshot of your Masterclass character. You can earn KC for it. We also have the speedrun. If you guys have not made your character, or if you guys have done your speedrun and you've uploaded it, or you haven't uploaded it yet, you have some time still. Shimo's streaming right now. Shimo, you know I can check that, right? You know I can check that. Ah, soloing Titan's Grotto, I see. But yeah, if you guys have already done your speedrun, submit it on the website. And if you got one of the 3 fastest times, you will earn KC. If not, participate anyway. Even if you got a slow time, you could be one of 5 winners who get chosen. I see what you did, Shimo. I see what you did. I see what you did there. But yeah, submit your speedrun. You can earn KC even if you're not the fastest time. And last but not least, part of the plus 11 FOJ event right now. As you can kind of see, I'm participating on a completely different character. But complete the missions, make it permanent, and submit a screenshot of you making it permanent or video. Post it on social media, so Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And boom! Enter it in. You could win some KC for that. There's also going to be some more KC events on Discord starting tomorrow. That are going to be every day. So definitely join in. What a name? Yeah, Ryan Picaro. Ryan Picaro. I've been watching some DBZ clips, so I'm tempted to keep saying Piccolo. Ryan Picaro. Not Ryan Piccolo. Ryan Picaro. Alright, with that said, everyone, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. I'm not sure what we might do next week. But definitely check in with us. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and Twitch to definitely get notified. With that said, good night, everyone. We'll see you on the next live stream. And, of course, I'll see you guys on Discord.